Hi, I'm Dr. Russ, and this is Unit 2, What Should I Write About? In Unit 1, we looked at a 5-stage process that we are going to use for academic writing in this course. The first stage was pre-writing, and in this unit, we're going to start pre-writing by picking a topic for our paper. We'll begin by taking a quick review of what goes on in the pre-write stage. Then we will walk through a 7-step process to choose a topic. We will also talk about how we can use the Wikipedia to get ideas when we have trouble coming up with a topic. And then we will look at the assignment. So the goal for this unit is on your own, you'll be able to use your learning to clearly understand your audience and the purpose of your writing. So let's get started with choosing a topic. The pre-writing stage has a number of steps in it, and the first two that we're going to look at in this unit are choosing a topic and narrowing the topic. Steps 3 through 6 we will do in other units. So the first thing we should do is make a list of what interests you. Because who wants to write about something that you're not interested in? So it's as straightforward as saying, I am interested in, and making a list. Here's an example for me. I am interested in history, literature, architecture, and Croghan Elementary School in Fremont, Ohio. Are any of these things that I'm interested in good for a paper topic? Let's find out. Let's pick the last topic on my list. I am interested in Croghan Elementary School in Fremont, Ohio. And we're going to go out into the literature, which is like all the articles and books and things on the internet, and see what kind of information is out there for me to possibly use in my paper. I'm going to use the Google Scholar, which is used to find resources for academic writing. And here in the illustration is a picture. I've typed Croghan Elementary School in Fremont, Ohio. And guess what? Google Scholar tells me it didn't find any articles out there. So I guess there's no information on that topic for me. It would be very difficult to write a paper where there's no articles for me to use. So I've decided that topic is way too specific for a research paper, and I'm not going to use it. So let's pick another interest from my list and see if it's any good for a topic. I'm going to restate that interest using the template we see. I am interested in, so in my case, I will say, I am interested in history. Now, let's see if that topic is too broad. So I check Google Scholar and I type in history, and I get well over 1 million results. Okay, that's too broad. Let me see if I can pick something narrower that is more specific. So I type Africa history in Google Scholar. Now I get 204,000 results. Okay, that's better. There's fewer, but that's way, way too broad. Okay, I'll just concentrate on West Africa. And I get 29,000 some results. That's still too many. Okay, I'll pick just one country in West Africa. How about Liberia? and I type Liberia history into Google Scholar, and I get 17,000 results. That's still too many. Okay, I'll pick an event out of Liberia's history. How about the Liberia Civil War? There's 15,000 results. That's still too many. I can't read all those articles. Okay, what can I look at within the Civil War? How about the causes of the Civil War? So I type Liberia Civil War causes and I get 13,000 results. Still too many articles for me to read. So I will try to narrow it even further and I'll say Liberia Civil War main cause. There I get 396 results. Okay, I can browse 396 articles. That's a reasonable amount. So I've decided my topic is going to be the Liberia Civil War main cause. Now, once I've picked a topic, I really need to justify it because the topic will be better not only if I'm interested in it, but that it is worth writing about. So, to determine whether a topic is worth writing about, consider the standard questions that journalists and reporters use. Who, what, when, and where. And focus on how and why. Here's a template you can use to help write your justification. I am writing about this topic because I want to find out who, or what, or when, or where, or whether, or how, or why, whatever. So in my case, I am writing about this topic because I want to find out what one thing more than any other started the war. The next thing to ask yourself is whether the topic is significant, because we want to make sure that our readers want to read our paper. Why go to all that trouble to write a paper if nobody cares? So ask yourself, so what? Who cares? Why does this matter? Then you can use a template to help explain why your topic is significant. I want to help my reader understand or feel or believe or change their mind about or do something about whatever. In my case, I want to help my reader understand that a future war could be prevented. Now, given all those things we just did, let's put them all together using this template. I am writing about because I want to find out to help my reader. Okay, let's look at my example. I am writing about the main cause of the Liberian Civil War because I want to find out what one thing more than any other started the war. To help my reader understand that a future war could be prevented. So that is a good, strong, formal statement of a topic. Earlier, when we were looking up things that we were interested in the Google Scholar, we saw that some of our potential topics were either too broad or too narrow. What can we do about that? Or what can we do if we just don't think the ideas on our list are all that good. Well, we can use the Wikipedia to get ideas for different potential topics. Let's look at an example. Suppose I had said, I am interested in corruption. So I go to check Google Scholar and I type in corruption and I see I get 163,000 results. That's way too much information. I can't read 163,000 articles, but I don't know how to narrow the topic. In the other example, when history was too broad, I sort of knew how to narrow it down, but for corruption, I don't really know how to. I know I'm going to use the Wikipedia to get some ideas. So I type the word corruption into Wikipedia and an article comes up. And you can see an example of an article for corruption here. One of the things that Wikipedia does is it highlights important terms related to the article in blue, and those are links that you can click on to go to other articles. So in this case, I'm getting some really good words that I might be able to use, like political corruption, kleptocracies, oligarchies, narco states, and mafia states. Okay, I think political corruption might be a good one for narrowing my topic. So that's what I'm going to explore. So I click on the blue words political corruption and a new article comes up. In there, I'm seeing even more good words I could use, and they're highlighted in red: bribery, nepotism, and embezzlement. Bribery is a big problem in Nimba County government, so I decided to go check Google Scholar. I type in bribery, Nimba County government, and I get 99 results. That's a good number. I can read that many articles. So I decide my topic will be bribery in Nimba County government. Now let's look at this week's assignment. The assignment is choose a term paper topic that will achieve your purpose and that is appropriate for the audience. Okay, let's look at that in detail. Basically, you just saw a couple of big, long examples of how to do that. And that's exactly what you're going to do on your own. So how do I get ideas for my topic? As we saw, just make a list of things you're interested in. Fill in the blanks in this template. I am interested in da, 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 and so on. Next, check Google Scholar to see if the interests are good. For each thing on your list, type that thing into Google Scholar and see how many results are available. Your goal is to find about 100 to 300 results. That's a reasonable number of articles that you can look at. If you found more than 300, then your topic may be too broad and you'll need to narrow it. And if you found less than 100 results, your topic may be too narrow and you need to find a broader one. So if your topic is too broad or too narrow, use the Wikipedia to get ideas for a broader or narrower topic by clicking on those blue links in the article and bringing up another article and see what kind of good words are out there. Then, when you think you have some better words, try the Google Scholar again using these new potential topics to see if you get better results. Again, in the 100 to 300 count range. So finally, after you've looked at the results for your potential topics in Google Scholar and maybe the Wikipedia to help you if you had trouble, decide what will my topic be, and then write the topic using the template. My topic will be done. Then explain why you chose the topic. The answer should not be I was interested in it or I found the right number of results on Google Scholar. It has to be a reason that was worthwhile. So write your justification using this template. I am writing about this topic because I want to find out who or what or when or where or whether or why or how. So then you need to explain the topic's significance or its importance to the reader. Ask yourself, so what? Who cares? Why does this matter? And then use this template to explain your topic's significance. I want to help my reader understand or feel or believe or change their mind about or do something about. Yeah. Now you can finalize your topic. Put all these things together using this template. I am writing about because I want to find out, help my reader, Then create a soft copy paper that has your name, the unit number, and the date at the top. Put your formal topic statement that you wrote according to the template above in the paper and submit the paper to your instructor. So how will you be evaluated? First of all, you need to state the topic. You need to explain why the topic is interesting to you. You need to explain why the topic is the right breadth, which is not too wide, not too narrow, why it's just right. Explain why you want to write about the topic, besides it's being interesting. You need to explain why potential readers would care about your topic. And finally, you need to submit your assignment by the due date. If you have any questions, please be sure to ask your instructor or lab assistant.